All right, let's go over your math boxes 7, 7. I'm going to give you some directions for these today. Several different things on here that we have not seen before, so let's go over this. Okay, number 1 says write the following number in standard notation. They've given you the word, and all you need to do is write it in the number. Before, we've had to figure out the number and write it in the word, but it's different this time. They give us the word and just write it in the number. Okay. Number 2, fill in the blanks. All right, I want to show you what to do here because you do not have to work any of these out. So let's come over here and let's look at this. I rewrote A. It says 6 times, in parentheses, 9 plus 32 equals, in parentheses, 6 times blank plus, in parentheses, 6 times blank. Okay, I want you to understand you do not have to work these out. Okay. These problems, then whatever's on the left needs to be on the right. Okay, so we can see I already have 6 on the left and 6 on the right. Okay, all right, so let's move to my 9. I have my 9 on my left. Do I have it on the right? No, so I need to move my 9 to this first blank. Now, you do have to keep them in the same order. So 9 is first and 32 is second. So over here, 9 needs to be first, and then 32 would be second. Because if you worked these out, you would get the exact same answer. This is called your distributive property. Okay, so you're not answering these. You're just making sure whatever number is on the left is also on the right. If you want to draw arrows like I did to help you, please do that. Let's look at C. Okay, now in your book, it's broken up into 2 lines. That's because they did not have room to do it all on one line, but it is one problem. Okay, so they have 3 5/10 times, in parentheses, 17 minus 4 equals, in parentheses, 3 5/10 times blank minus 3 5/10 times blank. Now here's the reason you have to keep your numbers in order. If you were to put the 4 first and the 17 second, you're not going to get the same answer on this side that you would over here. All right, we already see that we have our 3 5/10 on both sides. So let's move to our next number. Our next number is 17. We don't have 17 over here, so I need to move 17 to this first blank. Okay, and then the other number I need is 4, and I'm going to put it in the second blank. Remember, 17 is first, 4 is second. So over here, 17 is first, and 4 is going to be second. If you were to work out 17 minus 4, okay, and get 13, and you multiply 3 5/10 times 13, you're going to get the exact same answer if you multiply 3 5/10 times 17 and 3 5/10 times 4 and subtract these numbers. Okay, so they have to be balanced. It's kind of like a scale. Okay, all right, let's look at D because this one looks a little bit different too. This is what it looks like in your book. Okay, now let's look at it on paper. We have blank times, in parentheses, 8 minus 2 equals, in parentheses, 5 times 8 minus, in parentheses, 5 times 2. Now notice here, I already have my 8 and my 2. So I'm missing on the left side my number 5. Now, like you notice up here, over here, 3 5/10 is only listed once. Over here, it's listed twice. Over here, 6 is listed once. And on this side, 6 is listed twice. Well, over here, we have 5 listed twice. So we only need to list our 5 one time here. And we'll keep working on this. This is something new. Remember, you don't have to solve these. You just need to double check and make sure that you have the same numbers on each side. Okay, I did A, C, and D with you. I think you can do B. I think you'll be good with that. All right, let's look at number 3. Shade 1/4 of the fraction stick, so you're going to color it in. Okay, try to use pencil on this, just that way if you make a mistake, you can erase easily. And then answer the question. A, is this more or less than half? You're either going to write more than half, less than half. You need to write that out. More than half, less than half. Is this more or less than 1/8? You need to write it out. More than 1/8, less than 1/8. And then you need to add this. Notice these have different denominators. You're going to have to rewrite it with common denominators and then write your answer and circle your answer. Okay? If you need a little bit more room, work it out somewhere on your page so I can see that you've worked it out with common denominators. All right, number 4, write the next two numbers in each number sequence. Okay, it's been a little bit since we've done these. All right, so you need to figure out the pattern. Okay, here we could do 60 minus 30. Oh, that's 30. So I could say, let me double check this. 30 plus 30 is 60. Is 60 plus 30 120? No. So let me find out another pattern. Oh, but I can see 30 times 2 is 60, or 30 plus 30 is 60. 60 plus 60 is 120. So I'm multiplying by 2, or I'm adding the number to itself each time. Okay, so find the pattern and keep going. All right, on your next one, we know we're getting smaller, so we're either going to have to divide or multiply. I want you to see if you can figure it out. Now, whatever you do here, you're going to have to do, like up here, we multiplied by 2 to everyone. Whatever you do down here, you're going to have to do the same thing to each one. So if you divide, like for instance, this is not correct, but if you divide by 3, 112 divided by 3 would be 56. 56 divided by 3 would be 28. 28 divided by 3, okay? All right. Your next two are fractions. All right, you see that your fractions are getting bigger, okay? If they get more than 1, if it gets more than 7 over 7, you can write it either as a mixed number or as an improper fraction. I will accept both of them because they will both be correct answers. Okay? This one, notice these are already improper fractions. I really would like it if you would keep the next two improper fractions. Okay? Notice that your denominator is not changing here, so it's still going to be 7. Your denominator is not changing here. It's still going to be 4. All right, then you have a number story. A rental car company has 9 cars. If each car holds 17 6/10 gallons of gasoline, how much gasoline will the 9 cars hold all together? Okay, we're not measuring gasoline. We're not measuring cars. We're measuring gallons. So gallons needs to be in your answer. It's your unit of measurement. All right, and then last, you're going to find the whole set. Okay, it gives you a fraction of the set. So 4 is 1/8 of the set. Okay, to find the whole set, you can do 4 times 8, and that's going to be the whole. All right, let's look at this next one. 4 is 2/5 of the set. We need to do 4 divided by 2 is 2. So what you need to do is find what 1/5 equals first. If 4 is 2/5, I know 1/5 is going to equal 2. Okay, then I can figure out the whole. If 2 is 1/5, what would 5/5 equals? Okay, 5/5 is going to equal your whole. What would that be? That is going to be your answer that you're going to put right here. Okay, and then I want you to try C, D, and E on your own. When you get done, scan this or take a picture of it, upload it to Sycamore, and send it to me Dropbox, guys. Thank you.